can't do it. I don't understand it. Part 2 is just so overwhelming. Why is part 2 so hard? Does any of this sound familiar? Those are typical comments from trainees working on part 2 of Take Your Time Delta Module 3 ELT Specialism. For most trainees, doing the needs analysis and diagnostic testing for part 2 is the most challenging part of the course. Even on a super supportive course like Take Your Time Delta, this is when people drop out. So why is it so hard? And what can you do about it? Keep listening to find out. Mixing them up. It can be quite challenging at first to work out where the boundary is between needs analysis and diagnostic testing. The way I think about it is that needs analysis tells you what learners, parents, human resources, or other stakeholders want and need from the course, and what they think are the gaps in learners' knowledge which need to be filled. Anyone relevant can be involved in this process. You then take what you've learned from this needs analysis and decide which areas you need to know more about from the learners. You put together various tests or assessments to check what the current level of the learners is in the specific areas you've identified. It's not possible to test everything, so you need to narrow down your focus and decide what is most important to test. Only learners are involved in the diagnostic testing process, as you need to know what they can and can't do. This is slightly oversimplified, but hopefully it'll give you a starting point. Take Your Time Delta Module 3 courses have one dedicated session each for needs analysis and diagnostic testing, which go into much more depth clarifying the difference. It's all new. Another reason I think people find part 2 so challenging is that needs analysis and diagnostic testing are often new concepts for teachers. This means it's hard to get your head around what you need to do. Even if you've done a bit of needs analysis before, you probably haven't had any training or feedback on what you've done, or you've been using off-the-shelf questionnaires which you haven't really thought about. Diagnostic testing is normally even more unknown, with teachers not really knowing where to start with it. It's really important to read widely about both needs analysis and diagnostic testing to make sure you understand how to approach them. Look at lots of examples of both and think about what would be most appropriate for your learners and your context, bearing in mind the key issues you identified in part 1 as well. On Take Your Time Delta Module 3 courses, you'll get access to reading which will help you understand the best way to approach needs analysis and diagnostic testing for your context. Other people. Probably the most frustrating thing about part 2 is the fact that you need to involve other people. There's nothing more annoying than learners not turning up to lessons when you're planning to interview or test them, or people not returning questionnaires you've sent out to them. Sometimes this process of wrangling other people can get so frustrating that trainees just give up. It can also mean they're not able to get their data in time to meet their Module 3 deadlines, so they end up rushing to get everything done before the due date. That's why Take Your Time Delta Module 3 courses give you 3 months to get part 2 done. That's longer than some entire Module 3 ELT Specialism courses offered by other providers. We also provide lots of moral support and cheerleading to keep you motivated when those frustrating situations happen. Even if you're not on a course, make sure you factor in the amount of time data collection is likely to take, and definitely don't leave it until the last minute. Data overwhelm. The last reason I think people find part 2 so hard is that they feel overwhelmed by the amount of data they've collected. They don't know where to start with analysing it, and they can't work out the best way to display it. They also tie themselves in knots trying to organise the appendices for the document to meet Cambridge specifications. Take Your Time Delta Module 3 courses have a dedicated session helping you to understand how to write up part 2, as well as how to organise your appendices. Because the courses are 9 months, you have time to act on feedback and improve the layout of your assignment too. If you're studying by yourself, make sure you check the instructions about appendices on pages 72 to 73 of the Cambridge Delta Handbook so you put the right things in the right places. Think carefully about the best way to present your data in each section. A graph isn't always the answer, and sometimes it can hide the data rather than clarifying it. Let me know your experiences of Module 3 Part 2 in the comments, and tell me whether you agree that this is what's so challenging about it. Good luck with your Delta studies.